I'm a new pet person. I never.
You just got the first dog.
Gave a shit ever, and I never. It wasn't that I didn't understand, but I definitely didn't have a full grip on when people were like,
"What?"
Even when Ari got a dog, I remember when Ari first got his dog.
You didn't give a shit about my dog.
No,
you always
no.
said, "Don't bring him. Don't put him in the back seat." The hair. You care more about the hair than the dog.
A lot of hair. I still care about the hair with my own dog. It's a thing.
Well, my dog's a golden retriever. It's fucking crazy hair. It's everywhere.
Yeah, it's always
Especially
everywhere.
In the summer.
I'm changing on that and getting much less
caring,
like wigged out
Can't
about
fight
that.
it.
You just gotta brush him.
You can't fight it. It's
You gotta
happened.
brush him. It's so worth it.
It just, I say this, it's so worth it is what the
Yeah.
thing is. But it took us a couple months, me and the dog, to get like, it was never that I thought the dog was awful. It's the cutest dog I loved, but for the first couple months, I was like, I think we made a mistake in getting a dog.
He's shitting everywhere. And
I was like,
shitting on the
I was
carpet.
like, yo, I don't think I was prepared for what this was going to be.
You had
Well,
a
they're
bad dog too. He'd have come to barbecues and he'd always be up there with a hot dog in his mouth, like, get the fuck, look, go down. And then you tie him up and
How
you
old
find a
was
way
he?
around and he like get a paw
She's,
up just to get some fucking nuts.
How old was she when that was happening?
6 months.
Months.
Oh, yeah, you can't
more
do
months.
that. But
She-
that's just
she's a
they
little
don't-
like,
they're like
"Dad,
little
no!"
kids.
And
She's
she's
a little
like, "Fuck
over
off, I'm
one
doing
now,
it."
but like even now, she's like calming down. She's great. Yes, but it's fun.
Imagine-
But I never had that kind of like feeling with the animal before.
Yeah, it's totally different. But imagine asking a 6-month-old child to figure that out.
Oh my god!
You
But
would-
they can't get
you can't.
onto the table.
That's the thing, is that the dogs
They're
can move.
incredibly agile
Yeah, the
for a
dogs can
6-month-old.
move.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking awesome, man.
Oh, I'm
I
trying to
love 'em.
fucking cook. I'm at the grill, literally on the grill, and he's jumping up trying to get it.
But wouldn't you? Like,
Yeah.
everybody loves you. You're a puppy. Wouldn't you think that that's yours? I'm
And
gonna get
she
that
loves-
food.
yeah.
That fucking
Yeah.
hot dog
Smells like something I
delicious.
like.
Imagine what a hot dog smells like to a dog.
Yeah.
You know, a hot dog smells good to you. Imagine what it smells like to a dog. It must be unstoppable. Because dog food doesn't smell good.
Does not, and they get one of
Does
those.
not
You're like,
It's
smell
what?
grotesque. But I'll tell you what I bought. So they started opening dispensaries now in New York.
Yeah.
And then when I was in line, they got me CBD dog treats.
Getting your dog high.
And I mean, it's so. Taking them away now a little bit more because it's addictive to me how fun it is. Because you
Having her
can give
out
her
of
this thing. If you give her a whole biscuit, which is by the way the servings, you give them just like a dog treat, looks like a little bone or whatever. She eats. She takes it like a ritual. She takes it over to a certain spot and like chomps on it, drops some of it, picks it up, goes, and then you're almost like she doesn't seem like anything. And then 15 minutes later, she starts aimlessly walking around the living room, and then it's just a dropout into sleep wherever she's at, and just like down.
Damn.
And like if you try to wake, you're like, "Hey, Dawkins," and she's like, she really does like the one eye, like the bloodshot eye up, and like,
gonna happen.
what? And I'm like, man, that shit. I've never seen something work so much.
That's amazing. I wonder if it's how it affects them.
They're just
Because
chill.
I know.
And if she stayed, and by the way, she stopped falling asleep so fast. That's why I said I was pulling them away because
She's getting
she
used
started
to
not
it.
falling asleep. She's getting used to. She's staying awake, but she's being loopy. Do you know what I mean? She's like just looking at you weird. It's hilarious.
I
But
think
like,
dogs can definitely get high.
Yeah, for sure.
You know how I know? Because do you remember my dog Lucy?
Yeah, I think
she
so.
was the dog that I had. There was a rescue dog. For some friends of mine, they found this dog that was eating out of garbage cans, and they said she's so sweet, but she's covered in mange. So I said, "Oh, okay."
You even go hunting for your
And
dogs.
I just went. No, it's like somebody called me up with a terrible sob story. They know I'm a pussy, and so I had to. I see this dog, and she's so sweet, and she has mange all over her body, and so I took her in, and just feeding her, like within a short amount of time, the mange like
away.
completely went
Cut her
away.
ears up.
But and she was a great dog. But one day, Joey Diaz and I were doing bong hits in my office, and the dog was under the desk, and I didn't think about it. We were just
Breathing the air.
there's actually a photo on the internet of Joey with a sleeveless shirt on, holding a big handful of weed. It's from that day. See if you can find that picture, because it's a famous picture. That's the picture. So, so that's me and Joey. That's me and Joey in my office doing bong hits. You know, I bought like an ounce of weed. So look at that. That was back when I was buying weed from the dispensary in Irvine or in
when there's like two of them.
what was it was a bad neighborhood. I'm trying to remember the neighborhood. God damn it. I forgot. I'll remember. But so that was the day. So we'd got there and gotten just fucking barbecued. And the dog was underneath the desk. And then she was so sketched out afterwards. I was like, you okay? But she had all this trauma for when she was young and she was, homeless and eating out of garbage cans and shit.
She's on drugs again.
But she was like, I guess
on the shit.
It all came back.
But I guess dogs like that are probably terrified they're going to go back to that life.
Right. You start getting paranoid.
Right. You're terrified you're going to be on the streets again.
Why do you bring the friend over?
Yeah.
Well, it's got to be to take me away.
But imagine a dog not having any idea why all of a sudden it's like hyper freaked out about everything.
Yeah, well, the senses in general I've never witnessed before. I'm blown away by like friends of ours who have dogs that she like is with a lot. If we're like Justin's house, he's got a dog they play all the time. If we're blocks away but in the area of town,
Justin,
she perks up. That's like the dog. I don't know what it is. Like, it seems like an impossibility, but she tends to seem to like recognize. From a car, just like being down in the car.
Yeah, they know it.
I'm not seeing like from smell or something. She just like pops up like we're near that dog. That's wild.
That is wild.
Yeah.
I don't know how else she could possibly feel. You know what I mean? She's like down. It'd be a pretty crazy coincidence.
Weird connection with people.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
Bandit led us to Sal's front door from the elevator after 6 months gone. When she was 6 months old to a year old. And then remember where Sal lived.
There, yeah.
Dude, my dog cuddles with me when I watch TV sometimes. Like he lies next to me and he puts his head on my chest.
Yeah.
And I just sit there and petting him. And it's like you're watching like a nice show and you have this beautiful love moment with this animal.
That's the greatest shit in the world.
That's just so sweet and all they want is just to be loved and to love you.
Yeah.
He just lean up and gives me kisses sometimes. I'm like, I love you too.
I feel like always in those moments.
It's the best. It's nothing's better in the world.
I feel like
sometimes you gotta pee. You're like, no, I gotta stay here. She's right on me.
I find always in those moments while I'm petting, and I go, "You are the best decision we ever made. You are the best." Oh fuck! She bit through that leather chair over there for sure.
When they're
almost like,
puppies,
why would you bite through that leather chair?
when they're puppies, the scary thing is like extension cords. That's the
get into
scary
those.
thing.
Oh, yeah,
if
when they go for
bite an electrical
wires.
cord and get electrocuted.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's fucking scary. That happens to dogs sometimes.
We never had that.
Yeah, you got to be careful with those little fuckers. They don't know what to chew and what not to chew, and you got to give them things to chew. That's very important. You got to give them chew toys, toys to bite on.
Yeah, they have to be animals still.
Because my dog's a retriever. He brings over a toy when he comes to say hi. Like if someone comes over the house, he runs and gets his toy. I got to get a toy.
Presents it.
Like he always has to have a toy. Like he brings a toy to say hi to everybody. It's hilarious.
I thought the way dogs play with each other. Also, I thought I was going to have like enemy after enemy on the street, but like two people barely giving a shit, like me smoking a cigarette and some guy on the phone while we just look away, let our dogs like what only looks like
wrestle for a
fight to
while.
the death.
Yeah.
Yeah.